Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Hope everybody is doing great on this lovely Saturday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. Hope you're doing great. Good to see everybody in the chat. Junkie said, how about them Wolverines? Sheesh. Hey, how about that baseball day yesterday? Let me just say this. Let's put this up here. Oh, look at that. Rough. All right. Yeah, rough. We're just going to move beyond that and take a look at what we saw yesterday. Nah, I've got to eat it here. 1-5, 1-6. Brutal. But we're going to fight back. Don't worry. Anybody that's new to college baseball? Yeah, Tony. Ouch. Yeah, ouch indeed. I know. Yesterday was tough. Dude, brutal. But anybody that is new to college baseball, welcome to the Thunderdome. Don't worry about it. Relax. This is normal. So, all right. Wake Forest ranked team went down. Louisville ranked team went down. LSU was lucky to get out of there. Trust me. Georgia got the win. North Carolina got the win. Kentucky put it all over Greensboro. Georgia Tech got the dub. Oregon State loss to Michigan. Clemson lucky to get out of there with a win. Coastal Carolina gets the win. Tennessee looked like Tennessee. Wins 10-0 in run rule fashion. TCU takes down Vanderbilt. NC State put it all over Washington. UC Santa Barbara put it all over Southern Miss. Mississippi State lucky to get the win against Hofstra. Florida State win there. Florida goes down to UAB. Auburn, good 2-1 win right there. Texas A&M gets the win. Miami gets the win. Texas gets the win. UCLA 8-4 win. Arkansas gets the win over Oklahoma State. And again, another ranked team. Arizona went down to Stanford 10-7. Stanford continues to be the most difficult team of all time. But yeah, anybody that just jumped into college baseball, let me tell you, welcome in. It's a crazy sport, but I promise it gets normal. I assure you it does. All right. No headlines today. Let's jump into it. Let's get into the pick. All right, so let's start it here. Look, Melanie Sue said, good morning. Good morning, Mel's. So good to see you. Brian said, AB, what up, my man? Let's get him today. Hey, let's get it indeed, bro. Hawk, how about them Cougs of Washington State? Don't root for the little brother that much, but that was big. Yep. Dude, Wenzel said, it's not about the big name in college baseball. These other schools are ready. No doubt, man. This sport, dude, there's talent everywhere. There's talent everywhere. All right. Let's jump into it for today. Let's talk about it. Drop what you have in the chat. Let's see if we can get a little bounce back action. All right. So North Carolina money line, Southern Miss money line. So the big thing yesterday, and we'll go through all these games, and we'll go through college basketball too. The big thing is, DJ, hope you're doing well. Let's get paid. Hey, let's get it, bro. Let's get it indeed. All right. So the big thing, what did you see yesterday in terms of money lines, in terms of run totals, right? Sorry, I got to plug a charger in. What did you see in regards to that, right? Like, I saw some high totals getting out there. Some teams were putting up some runs. But, man, there were a lot of 9-run games out there. A lot of them. How do you feel about totals today? So, all right, we'll go through all this. But North Carolina money line, Southern Miss money line, plus 105. Like the way North Carolina looked yesterday. Looking for them to continue that against Indiana. Southern Miss. Got to get it going, boys. Got to get it going. UC Santa Barbara today. Western Kentucky money line looked good against BYU. Wake Forest on the bounce back here on the money line, plus 125. Arkansas, love that win yesterday. Going to pair them up. Vanderbilt, come on, boys. Got to step it up, Vandy, boys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so put those together, plus 125. And then finally, Arizona money line, Purdue money line. This is in basketball here at plus 105. All right. So what do we have today? So let's take a look. College baseball, we'll start here. Games are starting as we speak. NC State, Indiana State, the Sycamores. Man, Indiana State, that was a fun over team for a while. They're in Puerto Rico. That's starting here. I think it has actually started. Vanderbilt and Texas Tech, live from Arlington here. Vanderbilt looking to bounce back yesterday after that loss against TCU, although, it's kind of where we thought we would be with those two teams. Let me get the banners up here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Indiana, North Carolina. So riding North Carolina again. You see the pics here at the bottom. Riding North Carolina again against Indiana. Loved what we saw from the Tar Heels yesterday. That's exactly the approach we want to see. Tennessee Tech, Texas A&M, Army and Clemson, Fairfield, and Coastal Carolina. All right, so again, you're not going to have odds on every game. Shout out to DraftKings, though. They're doing their best. They're trying out here. I give them respect. All right, so Vanderbilt, Texas Tech here. Vanderbilt minus 2.5 on the run line. Total of 11.5, minus 230. Indiana, North Carolina minus 3.5 on the run line. Over under 12.5, minus 315 on the money line. Now, what are we seeing in the first game here? Vanderbilt, Texas Tech. Vanderbilt didn't play bad. TCU is a very good baseball team, 10th in the country for a reason. That said, Vanderbilt's got to get the offense going today. Got to get the bats going. You're gonna have to hit the ball, and you're gonna have to do it early in this game too. Matty Boy said, seriously, mad props to DraftKings so far this baseball season. Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, give them credit for sure. Well, NC State woke up with belt in hand, 7-0 already. Yep, NC State can play, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Indiana, North Carolina. Again, we got North Carolina on the money line there, paired with Southern Miss. I don't hate 3.5 on the run line, but again, it's the first weekend. You already saw yesterday the madness that can happen out here, and that anybody can get beat at any time. So yeah, I would expect Indiana to hit the ball a little bit better today. Not that they were terrible yesterday, but I think we're going to see a little bit more out of them. Let me pull this full screen. So UC Davis in Texas, Hofstra, Mississippi State, Bowling Green, Georgia Tech, Wright State at Georgia, Kentucky at Greensboro. Man, Kentucky looked good yesterday. Santa Barbara at Southern Miss. Give UC Santa Barbara credit. They look good too. All right, now from that block of games, we only have one set of odds here. UC Santa Barbara, Southern Miss minus 1.5 on the run line, total of 11.5. Money line minus 175. So we're rolling Southern Miss here. UC Santa Barbara is a good baseball team. Hate fading them, but you have to think Southern Miss at home bounces back today. Not going to start 0-2, right? At home? Come on, boys. All right, Nichols in Tennessee. Tennessee looked great yesterday. Right back to what they're doing, mashing. Michigan State, Louisville, Milwaukee, LSU, UAB in Florida, James Madison, Florida State, Army and Clemson. So if you're thinking, hey, I thought you just said Army and Clemson. There are a lot of doubleheaders today. All right, so you're going to see also across college baseball with weather kind of rolling in on Sunday that a lot of teams, a lot of series moved to 2 games today. So keep an eye on that. Now, in this block, 2 set of games here to look at. Michigan State, Louisville. Louisville minus 4.5 on the run line. Total of 13.5, minus 475 on the money line. UAB in Florida. Will Like say, what up, AB? What's up, baby? So good to see you, man. Hey, Alaska Hunter, the DraftKings narc from last year must have moved on from DTL. I know, right? Wenzel. Also, remember, we'll be seeing number 2 pitchers today. Some of the smaller schools' pitching depth is as long, shorter bullpen, a lot of variables to look at and think about. AB. A great call. No doubt. No doubt. Addison said, good hockey this morning. There we go. Yeah. So, Louisville, they bounce back today? Got to think so, right? UAB in Florida. All right. So, this total yesterday, we had it 12.5. We got there, thankfully. I like the way Florida came out hitting the ball. I don't know if I'm taking Florida minus 4.5 here. However, Like their approach. Indiana, North Carolina, Arizona, Oregon State, Kentucky, UNC Greensboro, Fairfield, Coastal Carolina, another one, Wright State, Georgia, another one, Bowling Green, Georgia Tech, another one. So you're seeing doubleheaders. Now, how this works, you won't get odds on game number 2 in a doubleheader today until game 1 is over. So, yeah, you kind of have to play it by ear a little bit. Arizona, Oregon State. Welcome to college baseball. We don't have a run line. We don't have a total. Maybe they popped it up in the last minute or so, but last I saw was here. Now, you're going to see a good game. 2 teams that both need to bounce back. Now, I say bounce back. It's game 2 of the season, right? But you just when you lose game 1 of a weekend series, even a tournament, just leaves a negative taste in your mouth, you know? Now, somebody's going to be 0-2, but it's going to be a good game. Who are we feeling more on the bounce back? Arizona? We feeling Arizona with it? Hofstra, Mississippi State, UC San Diego, UCLA. Jeff, good morning, AB and crew. Good morning, Jeff. Good to see you. UAB in Florida, again. Lehigh, Miami, Washington, Wake Forest, Youngstown State, and Auburn. Arkansas at TCU. All right, so again, this is what we have. No run lines or totals yet. UCLA minus 750 on the money line, so they're going to be about minus 5.5 on the run line. Washington, Wake Forest, taking Wake Forest here on the money line against Washington. Now, come on, boys. Wake Forest, come on now, boys. Paired up against Western Kentucky at home. Taking on BYU. I liked Western yesterday. Like them again today. Now, come on, Wake. Got to step it up. Look for Wake. I don't know if you have team totals yet. I don't. Wake Forest could match today. Arkansas, TCU. Yeah, Junkie, TCU game, another tough one. It is. So we have Arkansas on the money line. And you can see minus 180. We got them paired up with Vanderbilt. This is your game of the day right here. Now, not saying that there aren't other good ones, but this is your game of the day. Arkansas TCU is going to be a hell of a matchup. I think Arkansas comes out swinging hot. I think this is one of those games where they realize, oh, we need to outmatch you, because I don't know if you can do that against us. Now, I say that TCU can hit against anybody, but it's a showcase game right here. Big Zach, my dog AB. Been a minute since I've been able to watch live. Good to see you, man. Zach, it's so good to see you. How you doing, bro? You doing all right? Man, it's so good to see you. Aubie was at the Auburn game yesterday. Yo, AB, our pitcher looked good yesterday. The bats are still struggling. It was cold, though. Yeah, it's cold, man. You know, that's the other difficult part, right? Is that it's cold outside. It's February 14th, and we're playing baseball. Yeah, there are variables out here. But, yeah, look, man, that's a good win. Look how many ranked teams did not win yesterday. So, yeah. All right, so that is college baseball. All right, so picture at the bottom. Let's jump into college basketball. We got a big day. Now, okay, so college basketball-wise, you've got a lot of ranked games, but you have a lot of large spreads. So you can see at the bottom here, Arizona money line, Purdue money line, both of those are basketball here. Kind of had to go that route today. So Clemson and Duke 13.5 point favorites, total of 132.5. Is anybody rolling Clemson plus 13.5? Yeah, Tony said 13.5 seems way too much. I agree. Yeah, that's also a low total, Abby. 132.5. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I mean, that's what? 70-63? Yeah. 133? The total, yeah. Alonzo. Hey, good to see you, bro. Clemson 13.5. Yeah, man. Like, the tough part with Duke is that their ceiling is so high and they can absolutely just come out and smoke anybody. But man, I mean, 70-63 gets you the over. It's not asking for the world. Yeah, they are good on defense. I mean, it's not like Duke can't play either, right? That whole line still looks off. Yeah. JD, hey, Michigan to the moon. No doubt, man. No doubt. Hail to the victor. Great fight song as well. One of the best of all time. Michigan, 15.5-point favorites at home against UCLA. Total of 152.5. Alonzo, Arizona and Duke in the last 8 games haven't covered the spread. Man, great stat right there. Appreciate you on that. Yeah, and I mean, look at these lines that they get, man. 13.5. Like, these are big numbers. Lambeau, Clemson team total is 59.5. This is 3 of the last 4 opponents versus Duke with a team total below 60. Crazy. Very much. Yeah. Junkie, love it, AB. Hail to the victor. It's such a good fight song, man. All right, so here's the other thing, too. UCLA is not a bad basketball team. They're not great. But, I mean, they're 9-4 in the Big Ten, 17-7 overall, and Michigan is a 15.5-point favorite. That total could go 152.5. Michigan gets to the paint, gets to the foul line. Oh, my goodness. Coasting. Kansas, Iowa State. Great game here. Iowa State, 7.5-point favorite. Cyclone, what are you thinking? Total of 146.5. Kansas playing great basketball. So is Iowa State. Kansas 19-5, man. Think about the craziness that they had in the non-conference portion of the season. They're tough, man. Kansas is a tough basketball team. That's a tough unit. So is Iowa State, 21-3, 8-3 in the Big 12. Yeah, Tony says, I like Kansas in the points. I don't hate it. It is hard to fade Kansas. Yeah, they are on fire. Kansas feels like a down year, but they are winning. Completely agree. Like, they're playing over their heads, and we say that positively. Like, the Kansas is playing their tails off, man. But so is Iowa State. Like, this is going to be. What do you think about the total here? Cyclone. Iowa State money line move from -240 to -310 overnight. Last time coming off the bad loss, Iowa State played lights out and at home with a loud crowd against rival Kansas. Go Clones. There you go. Man. Iowa State, that's what's tough about making a play in this game. Is that Kansas, it's going to be, it's going to be tough to play at that level, game after game after game after game. But, man, they keep doing it. Ooh, let's see. JD, who you got making the Final Four, AB? Ooh, good question. Duke would be in there. Michigan absolutely would be there. All right, so Duke, Michigan. Florida. I'm going to put Florida. Duke, Michigan, Florida. And I know that all the teams aren't. It might be Houston. No, it's Arizona. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Michigan, Arizona, Duke. And God, what do we do with that fourth one? Michigan, Arizona, Duke. And then what do we do with that fourth spot? Because that fourth spot, Florida's playing unbelievable right now. And again, this is early, but we're doing it for fun, right? JD, I think it's a great question. So Florida is in the running for the last spot. Houston in the running, the last spot. UConn. Yeah. Yeah, we can't leave out UConn. And again, I know that there are other teams, but hey, Zach. Yeah. Look, I'm going to give Florida the nod. Arizona, Michigan, Duke. Man. Yeah. I mean, there are other good teams. St. John's, right? All right. Yeah. Michigan, Arizona, Duke, Florida. I'll give Florida the nod right now, but God, how do I say no to UConn? North Carolina. But Nebraska. Let's talk about that. Nebraska, 7th ranked in the country. Okay. Take it on Northwestern. Nebraska, 12.5-point favorites. Nebraska's lost 3 straight. Avi, AB, you're making my head spin. It's too early. All right. Nebraska. I love every single thing about Nebraska basketball today, except 12.5. Alonzo, there's so many good teams still in the fight. Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Man, all right. Junkie, you feeling it? Nebraska with the points? I mean, if there were ever a spot that Nebraska would blow someone out, it has to be this, right? Matty Ice, good morning, gang. Good morning, big dog. Good to see you, bro. It has to be this game. Tony said, I just can't give up double digits. Yeah, it's a lot. That's the story of today in college basketball. That's the story. Is that you have a lot of points that you have to decide. You're going to eat those points or what? Lambo, it's going to be tough for someone to get through Kelvin Sampson and the Cougars. Grown-ass man program. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. Houston is the real deal. Holyfield. All right. Yeah. Scotty said Nebraska and Iowa State. There we go. Nebraska 12.5. Welcome in anybody who is new. So good to see you. All the picks are here at the bottom. If you have any questions, let me know. You should see it separated. Baseball and basketball. St. John's and Providence. Look at the Johnnies, man. 7.5-point favorites on the road. Providence, not going well. Jinxie, good to see you, big boy. How we doing? Total 167.5. St. John's coming off a big game here. Played tough. I don't mind St. John's today. I know it's on the road. I know it's 7.5. I don't mind it. I think they might put it all over Providence today. Texas A&M and Vanderbilt. Tony, I can't get on the right side of Vanderbilt. Vandy boys 20-4, 7-4 in the SEC at home. Last time they're at home, lost to Oklahoma. So what do you think here with Texas A&M? This is an interesting spot for Vanderbilt because Texas A&M can play a little bit. Like, they're dangerous. Vanderbilt, I think, is a good money line play today. I don't know if I'd take that 6.5. Man, I don't know. Yeah, Hut. Vandy Memorial after a bad loss, take Vandy 6.5. Like I'm there. Like I want Vandy on the money line because I think they win the game, right? And it's like, okay, do we start there, and do we pair it with somebody, or we take the spread? So I'm good with Vanderbilt in a parlay piece, little two-legger. But Hutt is right on this too. This is a spot for Vandy. Weather's nice outside, little cold. Yeah, they definitely win. Yeah. Yeah. So you know what? Junkie, A&M, Texas A&M defense is decent. Yeah. That total. Also, yeah, look, take a look at ticket prices. Tickets as low as $579. Look, I told you, Vanderbilt's buying up all the real estate in Nashville. They got to pay for it somehow. No. I don't mind the under, although both of these teams can't go. That's scary. Yeah. I mean, they went in the 90s with Oklahoma. I keep we keep looking at different angles, and I keep going back to Vanderbilt money line. Yeah. Oh, it's very good. It's very good. Yeah. Mario, good morning, AB and crew. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Mario. So good to see you. Will, AB, Duke, Michigan, North Carolina first half winner, full game winner, plus 103. There we go. Tizzle, baseball, Grand Canyon money line, minus 125. I like that. Aubie, Vandy is well-coached team and very disciplined. Very disciplined. Yeah, they're a very well-coached team. This team plays above their heads, man. Yeah, Hogs versus Auburn always interacts at our house. Not sure I can take the 8.5-point spread, but lean over when they play at Fayetteville. Yeah, that's going to be a good game, too. Pitt, North Carolina here. North Carolina, man, again, 11.5-point favorites. That's the story today. College basketball is that you just have large spreads, man. You have to make some business decisions here. I mean, we're all on North Carolina. It said too much Vandy love for my ball brain to handle. Let's move on. I love the Tennessee Vanderbilt rivalry. It's my favorite, dude. I love it. Yeah. So, what are you doing, North Carolina here? Is anybody playing Pitt? I mean, how can they're 2-10 in the conference? It feels impossible to play Pitt here, but man, you have some large spreads. Kentucky and Florida. Florida, a 12.5-point favorite. And Kentucky is playing excellent basketball. All the credit in the world to the Wildcats, man. But Florida is just smoking everyone right now. Alonzo, Pitt, not good playing as a visitor. North Carolina first half minus 5.5. Alonzo, love that. And you know what? That might be the key that unlocks the win. I don't know. The key that unlocks the winnings. I don't know however we want to say it. But you're spot on here. We might be looking. This might be a first half day. Sorry, I can't speak. But yeah, your thought process, which has been money in the bank, might be a big one today. Kentucky and Florida. God, is anybody taking Kentucky? Is this the day that we ride Kentucky and they let us down? Or is Florida could continue to just play at a monstrous level? Yeah, Hutt, you don't know what Kentucky you're going to get. You know what Florida you'll get. I'd stay away from that game. Maybe take the under. Yeah. That you nailed it. Which Kentucky team are you going to get? Man, it's a ripe spot though. Yeah, the risk seems high. Sorry, I'm just working this out of my head. The risk is high playing Kentucky in the spread because Florida's ceiling is incredibly high. They can put up a ton of points. And as weird as it sounds, Kentucky winning by 17 is very, 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 very viable today. But man, Kentucky's not playing bad. And I know they're going to have this one circled. We can circle back to that. If you have any thoughts, drop those in. I would love to hear it. That's a big game. Kansas State and Houston. Houston 21.5-point favorites here. Kansas State 1-10 in the conference. I don't know if anybody's betting on Houston today. Might just have to wait. Lynch, baseball today. Going back to the well with team totals. Taking Florida over 8.5. Louisville over 8.5. Southern Miss parlay with straights on the team totals. Lynch, I like it. And we all remember the opening month of college baseball the last 4 years together. That, yeah, like it takes doing some work like this, right? Yeah, searching, finding your angles, because it could be craziness as we saw. So I like the way you're looking. All right, so Florida over 8.5. This is baseball. Louisville over 8.5, and Southern Miss parlay with straights on the team totals. I like it, man. Jeff, no baseball team totals in Tennessee. Is there? It depends on your book. So I don't have them yet up on DraftKings, but some do. Yeah. If you see it in Tennessee, let me know. On DraftKings or any other book. Alonzo, Houston, Kansas State over 72.5 in the first half. Okay. Here we go. Colorado, BYU. BYU 14.5-point favorites, man. Every single ranked game today feels like it's just super amount of points, right? But we don't get discouraged. That said, doesn't mean we have to bet it either. BYU is 6-5 in the Big 12. Do we have concerns? I can't buy into Colorado basketball, but I don't know. Yeah, Jeff said neither of my books have baseball team. Yeah, it's hit or miss. Yeah, I don't have them either. So yeah, depending on your state, depending on your book. Louisville and Baylor. Louisville 6.5-point favorites here. Yeah, Lambeau. Colorado just got beat by 35. Yeah, they're bad. They're very bad. Yeah. So BYU 14.5-point favorites. Yeah. Baylor here. Live from the Dickies Arena. Dude, Dickies needs to get into making team uniforms. We've had Nike, we've had Jordan, Under Armour, Adidas. It's time to make some Dickies ones. You got all the color combinations. I bet people are like, what are Dickies? What are you talking about? Just Google it. Louisville minus 6.5. Did anybody wear Dickies? Yeah, Aubie. Louisville plus Louisville money line parlay, baseball and basketball. There we go. Big Cheesy. What's up, baby? It has to be Iowa, right? What's up, AB? What's up, bro? So good to see you, man. Hey, Dickie spot. There we go. Hey, see? Hey. Yeah, Dickie's rules. Dude, 100%. 100%. Dude, Dickie's has kept it 100 since the jump. All right. Purdue and Iowa. I've got Purdue. Now, everyone in the chat is correct. Big Ten, playing at home. And Iowa's a good basketball team. 18-6, 8-5 in the conference. But look, Purdue, it's time to get this thing consistent at home and on the road. This is a professional game for Purdue. Not that it isn't for Iowa. We're not coming at Iowa at all. We love Iowa. But yeah, Cheesy said the line is too short, in my opinion, for Purdue. It's a small number. It has me worried of should I not be parlaying this to begin with. But yeah, I agree with Junkie. That perfectly said. Like business trip for sure. Avi, you want to do a showdown? Do you want Iowa? I'm in if you are, man. We'll do it. Hawk, G's wore Dickies back in the 90s. Yes, they did. Big Wayne said, yeah, they definitely, dude, all G's wore Nikes or Dickies. Wayne, beware the Matt Painter effect today. Yeah. Avi said, give me the Hawkeyes, baby. So let's go. All right. Saddle it up. All right. So what do you want to play for? 5 memberships? Let's go. All right. You've got Iowa. I have Purdue. So what? Hey, just straight up. Or do you? Well, sorry. We could do the spread if you want because you're the underdog. So do you want Iowa plus 2.5? Yeah, you take Iowa plus 2.5. I'll take Purdue minus 2.5. We'll play it with the spread. Let's go, baby. I love it. Lambo, Iowa basketball is tough to watch. It's becoming like the football program. Win a lot and make it as ugly as you can. Yep. That's why I like Purdue today. Like, honestly, it just feels like a business trip. Hey, look, no, we'll go 2.5. Go 2.5 on the spread. Sorry. I thought that I was reading it wrong. Yeah, let's go 2.5. So you got Iowa plus 2.5. I've got Purdue minus 2.5. All right. Texas Tech and Arizona. So Arizona minus 9.5 here. That's a lot of points. Arizona coming off the loss. 23-1 on the season. Now, we all knew that a loss was coming, and yeah. So we get Arizona on the bounce back. Never seen it before this year. Texas Tech's a good basketball team. I looked at this 9.5 for Arizona. I was like, this is a little high. So that's why we have him paired on the money line there with Purdue. That said, is anyone taking Texas Tech plus 9.5? I mean, it's a big number. And also, I don't think that Arizona is like, you know what I mean? Like when we say like a bounce back, I don't think that Arizona was like foaming at the mouth at practice all week. You know, I think they have some perspective. So I think, again, business game. We can't say business trip because it's at home, but you get the point that I think that Arizona comes out, handles business. That said, though, yeah, Abby said, I love the over in the game. I think I'm with you. Like, I think I like the over more than Arizona 9.5. Alonzo, I played Texas Tech plus 9.5. Yeah. I completely see it. Love the over. Yeah, one of your favorite picks of the day. There we go. All right, so over 157.5. Nice. Georgetown, UConn. Okay. Stop me if you've heard this. UConn is a 16.5 point favorite. Total of 138.5. Look, UConn is very, very good, but they are not a team that necessarily is going to go out and do this. Now, they certainly can today. Georgetown has issues, but we've bet UConn a few times at like 8.5, and they win by 6. 9.5, they win by 7, right? I don't have the stones for 17 with UConn. Oh, and I'm not doubting them. I'm not coming at UConn. This is an excellent basketball team. But I agree. I think if anything, yeah, I think it's the over. 138.5. Yeah, if you're going to pick anything, I agree. That 17 that's a massive flipping number. Last 3 games here, Virginia and Ohio State, live from Nashville. I want to go over, come see the boys. Live from Bridgestone Arena, home of the Nashville Predators. Pred's not doing so hot. Barry Trott's leaving. Anyway, sorry, applesauce brain. All right, Virginia, 4.5-point favorites. I don't mind Virginia in the spot. Now, nothing against Ohio State, but I think this is a real Junkie said, sorry, my Michigan emotions are coming out. He said, go Cavs for Virginia. Yeah. That's a good number for Virginia. Road game for both teams today. Lambeau, I hit Virginia hard today. Y'all should run to take the Buckeyes. Yeah, Aubie, this ain't your daddy's Virginia team getting those 116 totals anymore. No, we got a total of 147.5. You're right. They could score. And that's why I like Virginia today. I mean, not that Ohio State can't, but yeah, Hawk, cash that early morning curling ticket. Let's go. Wenzel, I played the same thing on Texas Tech, big number. I think Texas Tech can defend against Arizona. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Auburn and Arkansas. All right, so this was brought up in the chat. Man, Arkansas minus 8.5. Total of 165.5. What do you do here? I'm liking what I'm seeing from Auburn right now. And you know how much I love this Arkansas basketball team. Love what Cal's done. This team is tough. But, man, Stephen Pearl, he's got them guys feeling it. I mean, let me say, I really like, we'll start here. I really like Arkansas to win this game. Nothing against Auburn. Auburn can absolutely win. But from a money line perspective, I'm rolling Arkansas today. 9, though. Yeah, Wenzel, Auburn's leading scorer and rebounder, is out for this game. Still, I want Arkansas, but I need that number down. Yeah. Does anybody have a 2-leg money line parlay with Arkansas? And again, I'm not saying like that's the guaranteed play, but just wondering because it's a money line price that's enough that it's a difficult play. I mean, what if you put Arkansas and Purdue? Something in that area. I'm not saying it has to be Purdue. Yeah, if anybody has a look on that, let me know because I like Arkansas in this game. I like Arkansas at home. Arkansas did not look good against Kentucky. I really think Arkansas gets down to business. But man, that 8.5 scary. Jeff, I like Iowa State money line. There you go. Last ranked game of the day, Gonzaga Santa Clara. Gonzaga 4.5-point favorites. So that is going to get your attention because it's not often that we get Gonzaga at 4.5. But Santa Clara can play. These teams know each other. As the kids say, we've been doing this. Do not sleep on Santa Clara. Yeah, Tony said it seems low at 4.5. Yeah, we just don't get Gonzaga at 4.5. I like the Zags to win this game. Scotty said Gonzaga is going to blow out these guys. I'll say this. This is one of those spots to where if you're somebody who looks at games and says, you know what, I wish I didn't overthink, this is your spot. Right? Gonzaga minus 4.5. If you get frustrated, because look, I'm speaking mostly to myself here, you know, and you're like, man, spreads are high, finding it tough. We don't get Gonzaga at 4.5 often. Lambo, Mississippi State plays basketball today, and they aren't good at it. I'm fading like I have been. Ole Miss at home minus 4.5. Yeah. Mississippi State basketball is not good. They just got beat by Tennessee in Starkville. Scotty, Arkansas and Zags. There you go. Hey, that's a good way to look at it. Pairing Gonzaga as a moneyline parlay piece. A little dance partner. I like that, man. Okay. All right, let's get the picks, and then we'll get out of here. We've almost got an hour. I didn't want to keep you all that long. All right. College baseball today, college basketball today. We got it going. I know yesterday was craziness, however. Welcome back. All right. Let me get the picks. 1 second. Okay, what do we have? All right, baseball. North Carolina money line, Southern Miss baseball money line plus 105. Western Kentucky baseball money line paired with Wake Forest baseball money line plus 125. Arkansas baseball money line, Vanderbilt baseball money line plus 125. And then in college basketball, I have Arizona money line paired with Purdue money line in basketball at plus 105. Wizzle said Santa Clara is nice. Both teams have one loss in conference. Zags haven't been playing well, barely beat San Diego and lost to Portland State. I like Santa Clara and the points at home. Yeah, man. It is Zags beat them by 12 at home in early January. This feels like a Gonzaga spot. It feels like a Zag spot. 4.5 seems nice. All right, perfect. Okay, all right, we'll cut it there. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Saturday. We'll be live tomorrow, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets together, and we will see you soon. Thanks. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.